Well, unfortunately, I have come to the end of the Commedia all'Italiana set with Il Sorpasso. I kind of, I'm really marvelled by this set. I wasn't expecting much. I was a little bit wary about it, but it's won me over yet again. 3 terrific films. I've enjoyed them all. It's introduced me to the world of Dino Risi, who is a filmmaker that I didn't know, and this is one of the reasons I love boutiques, because they offer something special, something new, and highlight my movie watching, adding new things into what I can pick and choose from. I'll definitely go and search out more Risi films after this. This 1962 film, Il Sorpasso, also known as kind of Overtaking, I guess, is all about 2 characters. And again, we've got Vittorio Gassman, who was wonderful in Il Mattatore, and we have Jean-Louis Trintignant in this one. We have Bruno and Roberto, 2 characters that just kind of bump into each other one day. Bruno is driving his car through the city. He stops for a moment, calls up to Roberto in his room, and they two just kind of start a conversation, which turns into an adventure.
Per colpa mia, quindi lasci almeno che le offra un aperitivo, sempre che troviamo un bar aperto, naturalmente.
No,
Andiamo, forza. Oh, non mi dirà pure che non beve.
No, non insista.
Ma come non può, per carità.
This is a film that's set over a period of a day and a half, as these 2 guys just kind of bump into each other, start conversing, travelling through the world, and just getting to know each other. And they are completely chalk and cheese, completely different from each other. We have Bruno, who's an extrovert, who's the life of the party, who seems almost directionless. He just moves forward, looking for the next fun moment. We have Roberto, a student who is, well, trying to make a mark in his life, who has these moments in his life that he would like to pursue, but due to his nature, he can't really do that. And these 2 men just kind of connect together. Roberto is marvelled by Bruno and his ability to just go to any situation and become the life of the party, to become the centre of attention, and thrive on that.
Senta, se cerca il suo amico, è quello là, vede? Quello con la testa in giù.
Il mondo è più bello così.
Roberto is more of a wallflower, fading into the background, wanting to be noticed but doing nothing to actually do it. And I love these 2 characters together and the almost aimlessness of the plot as we just watch them just move forward, almost incidentally, like, oh, I'm hungry, let's go here, it's closed, what can we do now? Let's go to this place. And Roberto constantly wanting to go back to the safety net, and Bruno constantly just going, who knows what's ahead, let's go and find out. And it's that wonderful nature of seeing them going through the countryside, seeing the different locations, listening to that, which I thought was terrifically fun, horn in the car as Bruno haphazardly weaves in and out of traffic.
Oh! A guardasi se scherza.
I really enjoyed this one a lot, as you kind of discover the characters throughout it. It's, as an idea of a film, it's something we've seen before, but I like these specific characters and how they kind of evolve throughout it. How Roberto slowly starts to edge out of his shell. How you kind of realise that Bruno is, life of the party, but a complete wreck of a person who has all these broken relationships behind him because he doesn't focus on the here and now and responsibilities, but is looking for the next moment of fun.
No, Giorno, sì, buono, sono sempre stato così sfortunato. Che volevo dire?
And it's great how it kind of focuses on these 2 characters, highlighting how they're polar opposites and how together they would actually create someone that would be a great person if they can just tap into that side of each other. I would say the one thing that I probably didn't enjoy about the movie was the ending, which I could kind of see coming. But up until then, it was such a wonderful adventure with these 2 characters, jumping from one situation to another, watching them tear through the streets, which was just breathtaking at the best of times. Just seeing the people that they bumped into and the situations that they get into was just so fun. Again, it's not laugh out loud funny, it's endearing, it's charismatic, it's stunningly beautiful. Watching them move through the countryside, like I said, it's just, the cinematography is tremendous, and that energy that Vittorio Gassman has on screen is awe-inspiring. He never stands still. He just feels so energetic, so charismatic, that it's just something to admire that they managed to capture that on screen.
Non ci siamo già conosciuti io e lei?
Non mi pare.
Sì, come no? Sa dove?
Ma dove?
Lì, alla macchina delle sigarette, poco fa.
Jean-Louis Trintignant is terrific as well. He more than holds his own, and has to do it in a more subdued way, but still gets that persona across. Yeah, great film. Really enjoyed this one. I'd say it's probably the best made out of them all, but Il Mattatore is still my favourite. Let's dive into the extras of this and have a look.
Here we are on the disc for Il Sorpasso. Let's go to the special features. First up, Dino Risi. An interview with the director Dino Risi, conducted by Gianni Gigli in 1999. This interview segment, Risi discovers some of his method of comedy filmmaking, his work and career. This is 13 minutes, 11 seconds. Risi looks remarkably relaxed as he talks about neorealism, how he kind of got into the movie business, and it wasn't his first choice. He just kind of haphazardly ended up in there. And it's a kind of really interesting talking head. Next up, we have Jean-Louis Trintignant. An introduction by Jean-Louis Trintignant from the French TV show Cine Passion, first broadcast in February 1983. This runs 8 minutes 37 seconds, and it's just a nice little, almost informal introduction conversation between an interviewer and Trintignant as they just kind of talk about the movie. He seems to remember it fondly, and lots of interesting things to say about it. Next up, Richard Dyer. An appreciation of the film by academic Richard Dyer, who discusses Il Sorpasso as part of the Commedia all'Italiana filmmaking style, its historical context and the creator behind the film. Film exclusively for Radiance in May 23. This is 22 minutes and 17 seconds, and we have Richard talking a lot about the film, its impact, about Gassman and Trintignant, how their characters kind of evolved, and the impact the film had. Next up, we have an extract from the documentary made for the 50th anniversary of Il Sorpasso, featuring interviews with the cast and crew, which is 11 minutes 2 seconds, and it's a really condensed but highly entertaining documentary, just focusing on key parts. It doesn't feel padded out at all. Everything you hear is a nugget of interesting information, and it kind of goes through a few different people involved with the production, one way or another. On a Trintignant kick, an audio essay and tribute to Trintignant by author Tim Lucas, looking at his life and work in the 60s. This is a lengthy 58 minutes 17 seconds, and it's one of those that's going to leave you with a list of films to check out next, as Tim raves about Trintignant as being one of his favourite actors. Finally, we have the trailer, which is 2 minutes 30. Also with this release is the 80-page booklet, which goes over the 3 various films and has various articles and essays. My favourite being the Screenwriting Italian Style by Pasquale Iannone, and this kind of focuses on the 2 screenwriters and their career, which I found just fascinating. And that's the extras for Il Sorpasso and the Commedia all'Italiana set.
There we have it. Il Sorpasso number 21 in the Radiance range is another great film. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting this set. I'm a little bit sad it's over. It just, at this point, I just wonder if Radiance can do anything wrong. They've had a fantastic year so far. I am loving it. Can I get enough money to get the subscription for next year? Well, we'll wait and see about that. Keep an eye on eBay. But for just now, I'd love to know your thoughts on Il Sorpasso. Did you love it? Hate it? Did the horn in the car annoy you? I didn't. I kind of liked it. Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box are links to the Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.